This video will introduce you to domain-driven logical architecture following AIM process. There are a lot of different approaches to logical architecture. What we're going to look at is how to start from a domain model, and we're going to illustrate it with our electron microscope example. So we're going to focus in on a part of the electron microscope that's called the sample stage, or just stage. And this is a platform that can move in X and Y axes. So we are using AI to generate both the domain model and some requirements for the stage. Here's a little bit more detailed view of the domain model, showing that the stage sits inside something called the sample chamber, and the sample sits on top of the stage. So the electron microscope has an operator, and that operator will specify the desired position of the stage on a screen. And here we have used AI to code generate an early version of that screen. So let's start talking about architecture. The first thing that we're going to do is ask AI to generate a subsystem decomposition for us. So then we use AI to decompose our subsystem into its parts. And you can see we have an X motor, a Y motor, a power supply, a feedback system, some sensors, some limit switches. Now let's focus in on the move algorithm, and we have instructed AI to write the algorithm in English to first move the stage in X and then move it in Y. Now we're going to model that algorithm on an activity diagram, and this is kind of where we started, where we're moving it in X and moving it in Y. So here's a more detailed version of that activity diagram that we're actually have simulated, and the simulation shows basically a loop of adjusting the X position and then another loop of adjusting the Y position. And once everything simulates and we like how it works, we just ask AI to generate the microcontroller code for us. And of course you have to refine it a little bit, but basically it's just that simple. And what you can see is that AI has helped us with a tremendous number of things, including the domain model, the requirements model, the algorithm design, the screens, the microcontroller code, all kinds of stuff that AI helps with. So this has been a really quick look at AI-assisted logical architecture. And what's different about AIM is that we don't just do the SysML part of the model, but we also include the software, and we use AI to help code generate that software. So we think that in the future, most people doing MBSE will be using AI to accelerate their work, and that these models will include both hardware and software. We think that the future is pretty much here now, and we would like to invite you to join us. So if we can help, please contact us, and we'll do everything we can to assist.